gentlemen, a very warm welcome to Olympia, Liverpool. Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Sport in association with Coldwell Boxing proudly presents 12 rounds of boxing for the vacant Commonwealth Super Middleweight Championship. Sponsored by Defa Bet and Northfire. We are live on Sky Sports and you've joined us for the very best ringside seat in the business. All the officials have been appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control in association with the Commonwealth Council. Here present at ringside our supervisor Al Hayes, who has appointed our 3 scoring judges: Richie Davis of All Hallows, Mark Green of Romford and Victor Lachlan of Paisley. Timekeeper at the bell is Mr. Andrew East, and the referee in charge of the action from Fleetwood, Steve Gray. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the officials and away we go. Introducing to you, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks trimmed with green, weighing in at 11 stone, 10 pounds, 11 ounces, a 24 fight record. 19 wins, 15 inside the scheduled distance and just 5 defeats. Coming to the ring as the former West African champion and Ghanaian champion, ladies and gentlemen, from Akrong, Ghana, West Africa, it's Mahommed Akrong. And now, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the purple trunks and weighing in at 11 stone, 13 pounds and 9 ounces, undefeated. 15 contests, 15 wins and 8 inside the scheduled distance. Coming to the ring as the former undefeated English Super Middleweight Champion and the winner of the legendary Prize Fighter Series, ladies and gentlemen, from Liverpool, it's time to meet Rocky from Scotland. So let's get the action underway. The 12 rounds of boxing for the vacant Commonwealth Super Middleweight Championship.
Okay, boys, if I call break, you must take 1 step back. Don't let any of your punches go around the back of the head and protect yourselves at all times. Touch him up, boys. Rocky, touch him up. Good luck, boys.
Steve Gray, the official in charge. Rocky Fielding, battling for his first really meaningful, significant belt. He had the English title. Now he goes for the Commonwealth title. The title has been in good hands down the years. George Groves, of course, just vacated it. Carl Froch has held it. Henry Wharton, Clinton Woods. And there has been a Ghanaian holder as well, the very useful Charles Adamu. So which one of these two is going to be taking it home tonight? Fielding opening up with a couple of range-finding jabs. He's been banging them out of there lately, Jim. 6 straight stoppages. Definitely developing some power, and here in the early going, finding the Ghanaian pretty easy to hit. Oh, nailed it! Left hook! Gone in 20 seconds, possibly. Up at 5, but all over the place. Well, Steve Gray's going to give him another chance, but I don't think this is going to be going much longer. Absolutely destroyed him with that left hand.
Akrong came out toying with punches, which was dangerous. He looked out of his depth straight away, and look what happens.
All
just
over the place
through.
again. Steve Gray looking to move in. Well, he's been developing his power, and that extra weight advantage clearly significant as well. But is this another quick one for Rocky Fielding? And Akrong doing well just to be around, but how much longer? Again, another big look from Steve Gray. He's in real trouble here, and that's it. Done. Just over a minute. And just look at what that means to Rocky Fielding. He was a Cinderella story 2.5 years ago when he won Prize Fighter. A lot of people thought, that's it, that's as good as he's ever going to get. But Jim, he just keeps getting better every time they ask a question of him. And now he's Commonwealth champion.
That was a terrific performance. You can't fault that performance at all. The first big punch that landed, you saw this could be an early night, and they just followed it up. Have to say, Akrong was a bit of a disappointment. He looked totally out of his depth before even the first punch was thrown at him, he looked as though he didn't quite know why he was here or what he was doing. He had a completely amateur look, a relaxed look, as though his mind wasn't on the job. And he was pawing with his own punches, so Fielding just walked right through him, landed a real solid shot, and pretty much that was the fight over. So, terrific night. It's a pity when you win your first major title. I think you want it to be an event, you want to get praise, you want to have to work hard for it. And I feel a little bit sorry for Rocky. Full credit, he's champion, but I mean, he just walked through a man who really should not have been here.
Well, the first meaningful punch he landed did all the damage. It's a guy, like I say, who's been stopped a couple of times before, Akrong, but 18 seconds, and that was it.
He was just standing there waiting to be hit, you know, a loose defence, the hands low, pawing with his own punches, very amateurish looking. And you can see, I mean, it was a beautiful punch. It was bang on the tip of the chin. You can't fault what Fielding did tonight. That was terrific. It just was for his own, you know, self-satisfaction that maybe he didn't have to work a little bit harder. But that doesn't matter. It was what you take in this business that counts at the end of the day, not what you dish out. And he's picked up a major title without taking a thing. So onwards and upwards, congratulations. But you can see Akrong totally out of his depth. And there was no point allowing him to return. He could maybe have stood up and taken another few big shots, but what was the point? I think Steve Gray realised, as we did, he didn't really have much to offer, out of his depth, out of his weight division. It also looked, and that was a terrific body shot just before the end. That just took everything that was left in Akrong away from him, and a good shout from the referee. Excellent for Rocky. We'll look forward to seeing some decent defences from him.
Yeah, and there could be some decent domestic defences as well. What is it about this city that is producing super middleweights? We've got Paul Smith, the British champion, up in our studio. We've got Callum Smith, the rising star of the division. We've got Tony Dodson, who should have been the original opponent here. I mean, that is four really tasty super middleweights from this city. Wouldn't it be interesting to see Callum Smith in with Rocky Fielding?
Yeah, but that's been a terrific night for Rocky, a terrific performance too. So congratulations on that.
Ladies and gentlemen, timekeeper Mr. Andrew East has recorded a time of 1 minute and 5 seconds of the first round. Akrong in no position to continue, therefore your winner, and a new Commonwealth Super Middleweight Champion from Liverpool, Rocky from Stocky Fielding. And presented with the Commonwealth belt there by our supervisor, Dennis Gilmartin.
Great reception. You don't expect to win Commonwealth Super Middleweight titles in just 18 seconds. He gets the strap, and they're still singing his name, Rocky, Rocky. We'll go into probably easy in a couple of minutes' time. Rocky Fielding adds his name to a list of Liverpool champions. He enjoys the moment. And Tony, an easy night's work for him.
Yeah, you know, it's you only get one of them in the career, but it's great that you feel that. I had a very similar night with a Tolly Moore for the Commonwealth light heavyweight title, and you know, you enjoy them while you can. He went in there, he done a job on him, and you know, now it's on to bigger titles and more explosive fights like the British title.
You've got to learn how to hold those belts as well. He's a bit butterfingers though.
Listen, it's one of those fights, as Tony just said, you get that once, your next fight, listen, you're in with someone now. You know, the kid's a real natural middleweight. I'm not slagging Rocky off. Rocky's beating whatever's in front of him, and he's doing his job, but he's Commonwealth champion now, and there's kids waiting in line to fight for that title. The top 15 in the Commonwealth Super Middleweight division is a bit tasty, you know what I mean? There's some good kids that he could fight, but he's being match careful, he's being match right, and he's winning and beating what's in front of him, and that's all you can ask of him.
Job done for Rocky Fielding. I told you the chat easy. There you go. Ed Robinson talking to him now.
Well, Rocky, congratulations, new Commonwealth champion in double quick time. Pretty happy with your night's work?
Yeah, I'm happy, yeah. You know, we're expecting a bit of a tough fight, you know. He's good kid, he comes to win and that, but, you know, I just listened to Oliver again and practicing his shots well in the back room there, changes, let him throw a big right hand, take a step back, hit him with the left hook, and I caught him with it, so what I'm learning, and I've got to put it into the ring now, and it's starting to pay off.
You had a weight advantage yesterday. I know you go up quite a bit in weight after the weigh-in as well. Was the plan to make a fast start and make that count?
No, it was just, you know, just boxing stills, amateur style. Make him miss and make him pay. Don't get involved with them. Don't have a tear up. You know, he comes to have a tear up, but he has to just stick to me boxing, angles, move around side to side, dips and moving. That's what I was planning on doing, but I caught him, so that's what happened.
Motor Eddie Hearn, another champion, but was Mahommed Akrong good enough to fight for the Commonwealth title?
Yeah, he came in at 2 weeks' notice. I think he went 6 or 7 rounds with Marco Antonio Rubio, went 10 with Osasama Adama. You know, Rocky's not mixed at that kind of level, so you know, I didn't expect him to blow him away so quickly, but I think the size was the difference. I think Akrong is generally a middleweight and Rocky is a big super middleweight, so you know, he's going to have to defend this belt against much tougher opposition, and that will come on November the 23rd, probably on the Carl Froch George Groves bill.
There's some great fighters in this division in Liverpool. Obviously, Paul Smith is a British champion. Callum Smith's coming through. Tony Dodson was supposed to be tonight. Could it be one of those?
Yeah, I think the Dodson fight is one that was a good fight, originally made, and like I said, we lost that a couple of weeks ago. I think he's on the verge of being ready for a Paul Smith now. I know he always thinks he's got a lot to learn, and he has, but Oliver will move him along at the right pace. But like you said, you know, Callum Smith, Paul Smith, Rocky, Tony Dodson, there's a big quartet of super middleweights there, and you know, he needs a tough test next on the first defence of this belt.
Trainer Oliver Harrison, how happy are you with the progress? Do you think he's ready for a British title, Rocky Fielding?
Oh, definitely ready for a British title. I mean, people keep talking about Paul Smith, but Paul Smith he's ready for European and world class, you know, and we'll just follow on where he leaves off. It's as simple as that, really.
So you'll wait until Paul vacates?
Yeah, I think Paul's going to move on very fast. I mean, look how good he is. He's going to move on to European and probably world class, you know, and then we'll move on from there.
But if he vacates, presumably that's to allow Callum the chance to fight for the vacant belt as well. Great fight for Liverpool if that happened down the line.
No, we'll leave all that up to Eddie Hearn. It's up to Eddie what he decides to do. You know, he's the main man, so we'll leave it up to him.
Rocky, do you feel ready for the British title now?
Yeah, I feel ready, yeah. You know, that's not like, you know, it's on my mind, but getting this now and a few defences of this and a few good fights there and fights, whatever, and yeah, the British title's there, but, you know, as Oliver said, you know, Paul deserves to move on. He's had 30 odd fights now and he deserves to keep that belt, so let him keep it and then move on and then let me go for it. But, you know, I'm no rush for it. I've got this now and I'm happy with this for now.
Would Tony Dodson make sense for a first defence for you?
Yeah, well, Tony Dodson, yeah, fight Tony. It's a good fight. He's being British champion and he's just fought for the British title, so, you know, it's a good fight and see where I am and my level where I'm at, but it's a good fight with Tony and, you know, I'd like to share a ring with him. You know, I've sparred him, I've been to watch him spar when I was a youngster and, you know, it's a good fight, so just what Eddie says, and, you know, I'm just happy that I've got this now and I can move on for another fight.
Well done, enjoy the win.
You knew your name was going to come into it somehow, Paul, didn't you?